The title alone caught my attention, y'all. What's up and welcome to the Lawrence Report. Tonight's broadcast discussing episode 6 of NBC found missing while Gabi Mosley. Yes, missing while Gabi Mosley. But I must say this right here. I'm glad that we know this show revolves around Sir. We get it, right? But in this episode right here, they really showcase how every character is really dealing with their inner demons. And they went by one, showcasing how they're dealing with these demons when it comes to Sir, the web of lies, the secret, and how this thing right here is kind of still tearing MNA apart, y'all. But before we get started, it'd be great, appreciate if you guys get the subscribe button, like, and please do not forget to comment. Let's talk about NBC found. Now, number one character we got to start off with is Margaret, right? When Sir showed up at MNA, I caught goosebumps. I was like, yo, call the police, call the FBI, call Captain America, Spider-Man, Hulk, call somebody to save Margaret, because Margaret is in danger. But I can say Margaret was a G. She held her composure, right? And I must say this right here also. We talk about this on a live that I do with some other YouTubers, right? Great YouTubers, by the way. But we all have come to this conclusion. Margaret, this is a theory. I could be wrong. We could be wrong. Margaret is going to turn to Sir for help on finding Jamie. Yes. I put it out there. I believe it's going to happen. Margaret is going to turn to Sir to help find Jamie, because at this point in time, she's desperate, right? We know that she got arrested, right? Trent had to bring her in. Apparently, one of her friends there, Raphael, was pulling down posters of Jamie, right? She didn't realize that he was basically like reorganizing the station, basically doing his job, right? And she assaulted him. And on top of that, she's banned from coming to the train station, right? And Trent's like, listen, I'm trying to help you out. But Margaret is not looking good for Margaret at all. Like, this is bad. But like I said, we saw Sir there. Sir, he took a case file. And I strongly believe that them two are going to work together. Time will tell. Margaret, I hate it for you. You got into your own way when it comes to... She's just off. She's just off right now. And I don't know what it is about Margaret. But anyway, as we continue to carry on and journey on with all of these characters, I love all of these characters of this episode. Gabi, we'll get to the case later. Gabi was fed up. Gabi said, listen, at some point in time, y'all just gonna have to trust me about me knowing about Sir, right? Like, I know what's best about Sir. And Lacey, I love Lacey so much in this episode. Lacey said, listen, we know she took to social media and she's been tired. Lacey is tired of people babying her. She's tired of people not believing her. And, Zeke called Dhan over, right? And because he needed somebody else to talk some sense into Lacey. But Lacey said, listen, I'm going to take my power back from Sir. She made a social media post. I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't know if it's a bad thing, right? And speaking of Sir, while I'm on Sir, y'all did see that somebody was patching up that wound in his back. And it looked like they had small hands. And I believe that person is a woman. And I believe that person is his sister. Only time will tell. But I believe that is who is working with Sir, who Lacey keeps saying, oh, there's somebody else he's been working with on the phone. I think it's Sir's sister. And speaking of Lacey, right? I love this moment with her and Zeke, right? Zeke has been worried about her, right? And rightfully so. He really cares a lot about her. I completely get it. She was out in the rain, just taking a stroll in the rain, right? And the part I love, when she's sprinkling that rain on Zeke, and he comes out and says, I haven't felt the rain in 16 years. I haven't been outside in a long time. She sprinkled that rain on him. And then at the end, we saw Zeke go try to step out into the rain. Like, he wants to feel the rain. I don't know too much about agoraphobia, but I'm hoping that Zeke will eventually get a chance to go outside. I don't know if it's a permanent thing that people face, but maybe there's a chance that he can overcome what he's facing, right? And Dhan, we gotta talk about, my God, Dhan. Dhan showed so much emotion this episode when it came to Gabi. He said, listen, Gabi, if we're being honest, Gabi has helped all of us out individually. Why are we still bickering and barkering and going back and forth over her? Like, she helped us all out. Let's rally behind her before she goes to jail. And we know that Trent is not only trying to build a case for Gabi, but we realized that Zeke and Dhan been communicating, right? And Zeke gave him the info that, listen, Trent is also building up a case against you as well. So, speaking of Dhan, Dhan had to come out and tell the truth about, secret about Sir, how he held it from his lover, right? So all of these characters, they're all complex. They all have their own individual stories. This episode of NBC found, y'all. It so good. So good, y'all. Like, it. Sometimes I'm just lost. Sometimes I don't have the words about how good this show is. Like, every week they literally surprise me, y'all. And this caught my attention right here too. Lacey comes to Gabi. They're having that talk, and Gabi is basically saying, you know what? I want you to take over MNA. But we love Lacey. We really do. But we know Lacey is not there mentally to take over MNA. Now, but she was never kidnapped by Sir, and if the scenarios were different, sure, should be a great person to lead MNA. But, she came to the realization that I need help, right? And I love how, Lacey and Gabi came together in this episode, because at the end, they've really been through some of the same situations. They are, unfortunately, a part of a sisterhood, for the lack of better terms, right? And they really do care deeply about each other. But we love Lacey. I love Lacey. She's not mentally there right now to take over MNA. She may eventually, but only time will tell. I said in my last video that I wanted Dhan to take over MNA, but we will see. Now, we know that Sir is going to do everything he can to help Gabi them solve a case. No matter if you got to show up at MNA, grab case files, leave, whatever the case may be, Sir is going to help out his precious Gabriella, right? But this case is revolving around Gabi Mosley. Not the Gabi that we know, but another Gabi, right? We end up meeting his mother by the name of Jocelyn Mosley, right? She comes into MNA saying, listen, I need your help. I believe that Sir kidnapped my daughter. Right now, we are trying to figure out, was it Sir? Is it a copycat scenario? That's what the team was trying. The team was going back and forth saying, was it Sir or was it not Sir? He wouldn't say Gabriella, or he wouldn't say Gabi. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the whole time the team was going back and forth about, is this really Sir? Is it a copycat? Is it AI? I thought it was AI at first, right? Because that's what it seemed like, right? But then there's a boyfriend. He's caught up in the mix as well, right? And apparently he's been dating these two girls, right? And one of the girls ended up getting kidnapped. It seemed like it was almost like a fake scenario, right? Because we ended up seeing Sir actually help save one of the girls. I can't think of the girl name right now, but he ended up saving her. So Sir went from a villain to the media to an actual hero, right? Because apparently this girl has been reading about Sir. She's been reading about Gabi Mosley as well. Now, when the girl is, she's wrapped up, she's tied up, basically, she's rescued, right? And they always say, welcome home, things of that nature right there. So that was a very interesting case in itself, because for one, like I said earlier, I thought it was AI. And the mom was like, oh, well, it's your fault. I'm like, how you? I mean, I guess I can get it, because she thought that Sir was after Gabi Mosley, but Sir knows the difference between the black Gabi Mosley and the white Gabi Mosley. Come on now. But that title alone, when I saw that title a while back, I was like, is this the part where Sir captures Gabi? I was like, no, they can't do it this early, because they probably end up doing that, towards the season ending. My thoughts, if Sir does capture Gabi, right? But of course, as we get to the end, we saw not Gabi, but we saw Margaret at that train station. My heart kind of broke for her a little bit because now she's banned. She got that restraining order. She can't go to the train station no more. But her team, her sisterhood, Lacey, Gabi, they come around. They support her because we know Margaret's been going to a not gas station, but the train station these last couple of years looking for her son. And that's how this episode ends, you know. Copycat scenario, right, with the Gabi Mosley storyline. It was actually the other girl. Sir is now considered to be, I guess, maybe a hero. I don't know about that one. Margaret is left at the train station with her sisters there. Great episode of NBC found, y'all. Great episode. Love this episode. They're not missing, y'all. And as always, thank you for tuning in to the Lawrence Report.